All right, today we're headed to the very top of Edinburgh's historic Royal Mile, to a place where old-school Victorian tech meets some seriously mind-bending modern marvels. We're about to step inside a tower that's been tricking eyes and blowing minds for over 150 years. So let's dive in and explore the magic.
Just think about that for a second. What if you could actually reach out and, pick up people walking down the street? What if you could watch a live moving panorama of a whole city unfold right in front of you, with no screens, no digital cameras, nothing like that at all?
It sounds completely wild, like something out of a fantasy movie, but it's very, very real. Tucked away near the incredible Edinburgh Castle, there's a place that has been making this seemingly impossible idea a reality since the 1850s. This is the story of the CameraObscura and the World of Illusions.
So before we even get to the historic magic waiting at the very top, our journey actually starts on the ground floor and spirals its way up. The first 5 floors, well, they're basically a playground for your brain, designed to completely mess with your perception of reality.
Get this. Inside this one historic building, there are over 100 interactive, hands-on exhibits. You're going to want to set aside at least 2 hours to really explore everything, and trust me, you won't want to rush a single second of it. Okay, let's talk about 2 of the biggest hits. First, you've got the Vortex Tunnel. The bridge you're walking on is perfectly still, but the swirling lights around you will trick your brain into thinking you're spinning like crazy. It is an unbelievably weird feeling. And then there's the classic mirror maze. They give you gloves and you literally have to feel your way through this maze, just hoping you don't walk face first into your own reflection. Oh, this one is an absolute classic, and for good reason. It's this cleverly distorted room where you can walk from one corner to the other and look like you've instantly shrunk down to the size of a toddler or grown into a total giant. The photo ops in here are they're priceless. And just to give you a real sense of it, listen to what one visitor said right after stumbling out of the Vortex Tunnel. The illusions here are so powerful, they leave you with a real physical sensation. It's not just something you see, it's something your whole body feels.
And the fun just keeps going. You can get up close with a friend and literally watch your faces merge into one. You can step into the shadow box, strike a pose, and when the flash goes off, you walk away, but your shadow is left frozen on the wall. You can even touch these plasma globes and watch electricity dance across your skin. It's all hands-on, it's all interactive, and it is so clever.
Okay, so once your senses have been thoroughly twisted and turned around, it's time to head up. We're leaving the internal world of illusions behind and moving on to the spectacular, real-life view of one of the most beautiful cities on Earth.
Now, to get to the rooftop and the main show, you do have to climb 98 steps. And it's important to note, this is a historic building, so there's no elevator. The stairs are really part of the whole experience, building the anticipation as you climb up through all those floors of illusions towards the grand finale.
And wow, what a reward it is. The second you step out onto that rooftop terrace, the entire city of Edinburgh just opens up all around you. Seriously, it is one of the best viewpoints in the entire city, offering these incredible sweeping views in every single direction. It's the perfect spot for some amazing photos.
I mean, from this one spot, you can see everything. Right there next to you is the magnificent Edinburgh Castle. You look down and you can trace the whole length of the Royal Mile, seeing the contrast between the medieval Old Town and the Georgian New Town. You look out, you see the ancient volcano, Arthur's Seat, and on a clear day, you can see all the way out to the water, to the Firth of Forth. And they have these free telescopes so you can get a really close look at everything.
And now it's time for the main event, the whole reason this tower even exists. We're stepping inside a mysterious dark room at the very top of the building to see a piece of living history, a show that's been amazing people since the Victorian era.
So to really get the magic, you first have to understand the name. CameraObscura is just Latin for dark room, and that's exactly what it is. It's an ancient optical device that works on a beautifully simple principle that predates photography by hundreds of years. So, here's how it works. You go inside this dark room, and a guide gathers you around this big, white, bowl-shaped table. Through a kind of periscope at the top of the tower, a set of mirrors and lenses grabs the view from outside and projects it right down onto the table. There are no cameras, no electricity, no screens. It's a live, moving, full-color image of Edinburgh, powered only by daylight. You can see people walking, cars driving by, it's happening in real time. The guide can even slide a piece of paper under the image and let you pick up the pedestrians. It's incredible.
And that's really the magic of it, right? A modern camera, like on your phone, captures one single frozen moment. The CameraObscura shows you life as it's actually happening. It's a shared experience, a piece of pre-cinema technology that shows you the very beginning of how we learn to capture the world around us. So who was behind this amazing place? Well, the history of the tower is just as fascinating as the illusions inside. It was shaped by two truly remarkable and very different visionaries. Let's dig into how this all came to be. So, the story kicks off in 1835 with a woman named Maria Short who opened a popular observatory on Calton Hill. When the city council controversially tore it down, she refused to give up. By 1853, she had bought the building on Castle Hill and created her new observatory, housing the CameraObscura. Decades later, in 1892, the great thinker Patrick Geddes took it over, renaming it his Outlook Tower. And it wasn't until 1977 that it officially became the attraction that we know and love today.
Maria Short was honestly a total force of nature. She showed up in Edinburgh in 1827, claimed her inheritance of scientific instruments, and just went for it. She faced so much opposition from city authorities who thought her attraction was tasteless, but she kept going. She was a brilliant and tough businesswoman who created one of Edinburgh's very first and most lasting tourist attractions.
And then you have Patrick Geddes, who was a completely different kind of visionary. He saw the tower as more than just fun and games. He saw it as an educational tool. He was a pioneer of urban planning. For him, people could come to the tower to truly understand their city, to see how geography, history, and daily life were all connected. For Geddes, the CameraObscura was the ultimate tool for seeing the big picture.
So, are you inspired to see it for yourself? Awesome! This last section has all the practical info you'll need to plan your own trip to this incredible Tower of Wonders. Okay, a little planning definitely goes a long way here. First off, you'll want to give yourself about 2 hours to see everything without feeling rushed. Booking your tickets online ahead of time is absolutely the way to go. It guarantees you get in. Just remember, it's right at the top of the Royal Mile, and because it's such an old building, there is no elevator, so access is by stairs only.
Getting there is actually really simple, and it's a beautiful walk. From the main train station, Edinburgh Waverley, it's about a 10-minute walk uphill. You just head straight up the famous Royal Mile, passing centuries of history as you go. You really can't miss it.
And really, that's what we want to leave you with. The CameraObscura is more than just a bunch of cool tricks and amazing views. It's a reminder that sometimes just a simple change in how you look at something can reveal a world of magic that was there the whole time. It really makes you wonder, what else might we be missing, just waiting to be discovered right in front of our eyes?